Hi, welcome to our video. Ours being Jorah. I think you'll enjoy this. We explored one of the relatively close lakes called Bartlett Lake, and you'll get to see this time we finally caught fish. We saw some roadrunners and other wildlife. And also I give a little explanation about how the 12-volt heating blanket works. So anyway, we're gonna do all that in this video. And if there's anything you like about it and want to see some more, please subscribe. Meanwhile, let's get going. Well, we made it out to the lake, and as you can see, I think, I've got a couple of rods out. Maybe, just maybe, we'll actually catch some fish this time. But we'll find out. We parked the truck right down here on the water's edge, pretty much. And I'll show you the camp in a minute. Oh my gosh, here comes a roadrunner. Cool. See if I can get a picture. He's hiding. Where'd he go? I don't know where he went. He was right here somewhere. There he is, over there. Well, maybe it's time to bring you up to date. So far, we haven't caught any fish, but I had a bite. So that's the step in the right direction. And little Jorah's Cappy, he's in his chair. Hi, Jorah. Why don't you say hi to everybody? Say hi. Oh, Jorah's a good girl. I mean a good boy, I'm sorry. Well, I've got the enclosure on. I'm just going to leave the kitchen out tonight. Hopefully I'll be able to get some more pictures for you of fish. This is a uh-oh, look at that. Got another bite. Oh, maybe we better take care of this one. Let's see what's going on here. I don't know. I don't think there's anything on there. No luck. Maybe we'll get something this time, huh? Feels pretty good. Feels pretty good. Maybe. Maybe not. Feels pretty good. I think we got one, Jorah. I think we did. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There's a fish on this one. Oh, we got a little catfish. We got us a little catfish. What are we gonna do with this little fella? He's pretty small. Hey Jorah, look what I got. We caught a catfish. You like catfish? Whoa, you don't know what to think, do you? Just had 2 hits. This one's pretty strong. Let's see what happens here. We got hung up. Let's look at this other one. No, no luck here. I have to pay a little more attention to these things. No fishy, Jorah. No fishy. You getting cold?
Well, I hope the light is good enough here. Oh, our water is boiling.
I decided to cook inside. I looked over at Jorah. Ooh. And he was cold. He was shivering, and I don't know. I thought that, well, he was nice enough to come with me. He could be home, nice and warm. So I thought, nah, we'll just come inside. So, I don't think I've shot a video of us in here. I've got, of course, the kitchen set up outside, but because he was shivering and I got the heck with it, let's just come on in. I'm reading my book still, so I like it in here, but it is definitely not as roomy as the tent, the teepee tent. But boy, when it comes to ease of setting this up, oh, you can't beat it. So here we are. I've got the Mr. Heater. Look. Sorry about that. I had to fix this a little bit. I got Mr. Heater in here. I don't have it on, but if we get cold, we can put it on. I've also got a
propane lantern, which tends to put out a bunch of heat. Hot. But I'm not going to mess with that right now. Hot chocolate, perfect. Hits the spot. Jorah's down here. He's under my puffy coat, keeping nice and warm. He drank some water and ate some little bit of dinner earlier, but I think he's going to be just fine. I'm happy the way the whoops, ouch, hot. The way the canvas is enclosing the back, where I have the tailgate down and the. I'm just going to move the camera around here a little bit. Maybe you could see. It really works well. A little Velcro around the edges to stick it to this top and side, which is all carpeted. And that saves me from doing any moving around of stuff on the outside. And if I can make anything easy, that's good. I surprised you guys. We caught a fish. Oh. We don't always do that, you know, on our fishing trips. And I left the lines out. That was a catfish I caught, as you saw. I haven't edited this yet, so I hope it turns out. But I left the lines out, baited up in the water. They're right here, right outside the truck. So hopefully, maybe we'll have some in the morning. Also, I don't know if you can see it. Let me move it. The old spot. I used the spot again and sent a message home and got a reply back that everything's good and everything's good here and there. So that's a darn handy thing to have. I didn't do a complete review on it before, but I did do a video where I commented on my usage of it. So if you want to check out that video, it might be of interest to you if you have any interest in obtaining one of those devices yourself. Well, I've got a little stew, and I'm going to heat it up. And, well, it's Dinty Moore, so it's got to be good. I haven't had it in years. Used to bring it all the time in the Bitterroot Sellway up in Montana when I had my horses, because the darn thing, whoa, it's heavy. It's not backpacking food, but that's one reason we're in here, to avoid that. Well, I'll heat it up, and we'll talk a little bit later. Well, it's cozy in here. Much easier to cook dinner outdoors. But I didn't want to break out the big stove, and I wanted to come in here with little fella so he could be kept nice and warm. I'm going to grab the camera and see if you guys can see Jorah. Jorah, say hi to everybody. Boy, it's an easy way to cook. Well, we left our campsite on the lake. The lake we were on is Lake Bartlett. I'll put the name here on the screen. But Jorah and I right now, we're just out exploring, checking out some of the country in the area and some of the trails and roads. I hope you enjoy this. I'll show you some shots of the countryside. It is in the desert. We're still in technically the Tonto National Forest. It looks more like a forest in some places than it does a desert. But we had a great night last night. It did get a little chilly. I used my 12-volt electric blanket, and boy, oh boy, did that thing work. Just for a little bit of exclamation, I want to explain it, how it works. I mentioned in another video on the pickup camper or topper I've done, I have two 12-volt batteries. They're wired in parallel, so they're putting out 12 volts. And they're both the deep cell RV batteries. Actually, they're ones I took off the pop-up camper. And I have some videos about that if you'd like to check those out. In any event, I believe they're 100 amp hours each. But it certainly ran that blanket all night long, 12-volt blanket. And it doesn't seem like it drew down the batteries at all. The voltage was still over 12 volts when I checked this morning. So that worked really well, and it's a lot safer than using the Mr. Buddy heater, which I can use to warm up the place, but I don't leave it on. And to use the propane lantern would work a little bit if you like a lot of light. But again, I wouldn't want to leave that on. So the advantage of the 12-volt blanket is that you can leave it on all night. It's relatively safe, and everybody's happy except Jorah. Jorah, wake up, buddy. Wake up, buddy. Oh no. Every time we go someplace, he takes off. Okay, we're going to head on down the road and show you what we're looking at. It's pretty. See you in a little bit. About wraps it up for this trip, and Jorah and I thank you for joining us. We're going to get out in another couple of weeks, take a little bit of time to stay at home at Christmas, but get out in a couple of weeks on a multi-day trip, and I'm not exactly sure what we're going to do yet, but we'll sure figure out something. So again, thanks for joining us. And oh, if you enjoyed this, please do subscribe. I appreciate that. Meanwhile, remember, keep hiking.